Assalamualaikum. My name is Adiatul Yusmila. I'm from 3E. My title is Overcoming Fear of Failure. What is fear of failure? Fear of failure, also called antisphobia, is a constant, overwhelming feeling of dread that accompanies the undertaking of project or pursuit of life goals. People who live with antisphobia often feel absolutely certain they will fail. Even if that feeling is not based in reality, this sense of insecurity and can interfere with their thoughts, emotion, and action. When kept in check, a healthy fear of failure can be positive and let us to better plan, focus, and prepare. But when a fear of failure grows out of control, it can become paralyzing and isolating. What causes fear of failure? While each one of us struggle with the fear of failure, we all probably have different backstory surrounding that fear. Your story is unique and it's a good idea to spend some time reflecting on the root cause of your fear. Here has few reasons we develop a fear of failure through it can become paralyzing and isolating. Firstly, past trauma. All of us carry scars from frightful things we have experienced. You might be afraid to put yourself out there because you don't want to risk a repeat of what happened last time. But as my good friend say, your past is a context, not an excuse. We can blame our past for our present. At some point, we all have to choose to make change in our life. Secondly, negative thought. Often, we are our own worst enemy. You probably hear also sort of discouraging lies in your head about who you are, what you can accomplish. When you hear that voice, I want you to pause and challenge that negative thought instead of listening to yourself. You need to talk to yourself and replace negative thoughts with positive one. Furthermore, the causes of fear of failure is tying your self-worth to your accomplishment. If you like me, it's easy for you to find a sense of meaning in what you can accomplish. But when you find your worth in what you can do, failure becomes devastating because it reflects on who you are at your core. We all need to work extra hard to spirit our sense of self-worth from our job of our goals. So, how to overcome fear of failure? Okay, let's break this down. Here are three practical steps you can take today to overcome the fear of failure. Firstly, recognize that fear is normal. We should expect to feel afraid when we are doing nothing meaningful or challenging or worthwhile. Fear doesn't mean you are doing something wrong. In fact, it probably means that you are doing something right. That become the good things in life usually involve some risk, which is scary. Of course, fear will still surface whenever I face a new, scary challenge, and I'm sure it will for you too. But we can reframe our mindset. We can choose to see fear as a sign that we're doing something bold, not something bad. Secondly, give yourself permission to be a beginner. Often, fear keeps us from moving forward with education and dreams because we want to be perfect from the get-go. We want to hit a home run, get 100 on the test, and give a stunning performance on our first drive. But let me break it to you, when you start something new, it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. When I first became a public speaker, I had to give presentation and talk to some experts. I would get distracted by some of the things people did in the audience. I would feel nervous and every once in a while forget a train of thought or stumble over my words. But you know what? I had to start somewhere, and so do you. By giving yourself permission to be a beginner, you can set aside you need to be perfect and just get started as you take one small step after another. Each step gives you confidence and fuel the next step. Last but not least is talk to someone you trust. It's very important to all of who have fear of failure. One of the best things we can do when we feel afraid is talk to someone we know and trust. This could be a friend, mentor, pastor, or family. A lot of time we get stuck in our own heads about our plans and dreams. We feel too overwhelmed start to creep in and we feel stuck. But there's not something about processing your fear out loud make it less intimidating. Plus, if you're opening up to someone you trust, someone who loves you, you are going to gain some valuable insight and advice on next step to take.